From 2K Sports. Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Duren in at the center position. And for the Wizards, Kyle Kuzma out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Jordan Poole. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Koulibaly in at the small forward. Valanciunas sets a screen. We're excited to be here for opening day tip-off, Doris. It feels like the... league is in a great place.
There is no doubt, BA, absolutely. To me, more talent in the league right now than potentially we've ever had before. And I don't just mean star talent. There's a depth of quality skill across the board. We know the shooting has revolutionized the game. It's going to be a fun year.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Outside Koulibaly. Misses the 3. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keith and I were able to chat. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Brogdon, following the score by Detroit. Pass to Valanciunas. From deep, just 5 on the clock, and it's Harris with the rebound.
Boy, just 1 for 4, a little brisky right now.
And though they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles, and then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth.
Now here's Poole. 9 points for him in his last game. No problems knocking that one down. Poole's got 5 now.
Well, this is a staple of Jordan Poole's game, folks. This is why he is a volume three-point shooter.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Poole with the ball. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's Valanciunas. His last outing, he had 20. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. And now the Pistons in transition. Hardaway on the wing, defended by Kuzma. And Hardaway good for 3.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll, and Hardaway doing work right there.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Poole against Thompson. Poole shot is off.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Thompson. Here's the 3. The ball's knocked loose. The Wizards trail by 4. Down low. Here's Kuzma. Oh, misses the dunk. Here's Hardaway. Back to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Let's look at the top rebounders from last season. Number 5 is Jalen Duren.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Now here's Hardaway. In his last outing, he had 11 points. There's the triple, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Poole. Kuzma up top. And stolen by Hardaway. Cunningham outside. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. Here he goes. And the layup falls. Cunningham's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Cutting apart the defense on the drive, Cunningham's skilled at getting to the cup.
Poole, the pass to Valanciunas. To win the cold spell. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Harris on the wing. Defended by Kuzma. Harris down low. Kuzma on him. Harris, a screen on Brogdon. Hardaway. And he dunks it down.
Well, if you allow Hardaway to get near the rim, this is what's going to happen. This guy is a fantastic finisher.
Poole against Thompson. Pass to Brogdon. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Pistons lead by 8. Hardaway with it. Give him 8. Drives to the hoop. Cunningham, right side. It's stolen by Poole. Here's Kuzma. That one goes in.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. For 3, here's Harris. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Detroit on top, up by 6. And we'll be back in... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Kyle Kuzma out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Jordan Poole. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Outside Coulibaly. Goes back up. 3 seconds left. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That one on Duren. Washington shooting their first free throw of the evening. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching.
Here's Hardaway. Oh, wow! Incredible!
Well, Tim Hardaway has been on point all game. This guy's been aggressive and engaged.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. That'll put Malcolm Brogdon on the line. Cade Cunningham picks that one up, and that one falls for Brogdon.
What you love about former Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon is this guy gives you great effort on both ends. Can play the 1 and the 2 offensively, smart defensively, and the versatility is key.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Poole outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Good D by Duren.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Hardaway, the pass to Harris. Back to Hardaway. There's the drive. Out to Thompson. Cunningham against Poole. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Brogdon. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Poole shot is off. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's rebounded by Washington. They'll take on the Cavaliers at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse after this one. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just 1 game. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. Washington in second.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
Second quarter, 2 minutes.
Outside for Brogdon. 1:51 left in the second period. 6 on the shot clock. Kuzma outside. Back to Brogdon. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. He shoots. It's Kuzma with the miss.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
How about that burst of speed? Tim Hardaway Jr. Whoa!
Poole for 3. Deep range from Poole.
This guy... so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And here's Cunningham. He's got 5. Here's Harris. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Wizards. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. On Thursday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And that game against the Suns, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out. And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Thompson passes to Duren. Duren with a screen on Kuzma. And here's Harris outside. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Coulibaly, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, you want to see that level of unselfishness from Jordan Poole, wanting to involve his open teammates.
Harris, a screen on Poole. Cade taking it in, and down it goes. Jam that one home. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. First free throw is good.
What you love about Malcolm Brogdon is his consistency. This guy not gifted with incredible athleticism, but he's a knockdown shooter. He competes on the defensive end, one of the smartest players between the lines of an NBA basketball floor.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Harris. Pass to Hardaway. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Washington. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Washington up 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Well, they're not settling for long jumpers. They're getting the ball into the paint. And you know I love that.
Yeah, we know. Taking a peek now. Glad you could join us.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Tim Hardaway really making a difference here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. Marcus Sasser is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Simone Fontecchio. Then it's Isaiah Stewart, and it's Klintman in at the 4-man position. Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
B.A., I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
The Wizards with a lead. Here's Gill. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Isaiah Stewart. Second.
And the free throw, no good. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
B.A., they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Boy, Malik Beasley, known as a pure scorer, but how about the setup of his teammate right there? That's a pretty pass.
Pass to Gill. The rebound by Stewart. The Pistons have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Over to the wing. Beasley outside. Picked by Stewart. There's the 3. The rebound by the Wizards. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you. Here's Carrington. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Bagley's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Pass to Sasser. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
These are his first free throws of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's Carrington. Sasser defending. Shot's good by Carrington. Carrington's got 5 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
A nice shot by Fontecchio.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Jacks up a three. Detroit with a rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Sasser. Cranked it in off the glass.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Carrington. Sasser defending. Carrington no good. The Pistons leading. Beasley finds Stewart from the arc. He can't get that one to fall.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
And that one's good. Bagley. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
The rebound by Detroit. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Beasley outside. From outside the arc. Drains the triple. Beasley's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
This one for 3. Carrington no good.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Fontecchio outside. Pass to Sasser. Fontecchio with a screen. 4-3. It's hauled in by Carrington. Washington trailing. And here's Bagley from deep three-point land. Sasser with a rebound. Up top, Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And that'll do it for the third. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Kyle Kuzma, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Washington right now. Harris finds Hardaway. Sends it home from three-point land. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pistons.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
The 3 is up. And Detroit another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Inside, it's stolen by Poole. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And coach doesn't like the call at all.
He's first team's at the line for the Wizards.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Thompson scanning the floor. Clock at 6. Pass to Cunningham. And the three off target.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Koulibaly. Over Cunningham. And again, Washington, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Pass to Harris. Hardaway with a screen on Kuzma. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance. Hardaway's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here's Koulibaly to the wing on the left. The three from Valanciunas. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got 5 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The three from Valanciunas. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harris passes to Thompson. To the paint. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Kuzma. And the Wizards on the break. Outside Koulibaly. Pass to Poole. The shot no good. Good D by Harris. Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Valanciunas. On the wing, Kuzma. And here's Valanciunas. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Given an opportunity, he'll deliver.
Hardaway into the lane. Pass to Harris. 1:36 left to play in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock.
So many different roles he can play. Hardaway Jr. operating in pick and roll action. Nicely done.
Wizards trail by 11. Valanciunas with a screen on Thompson. Oh, using that sweet stroke. Poole connects from deep.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
For the Wizards, this one not looking good. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Poole. Here's Brogdon. Fires the three. Duran with the rebound. The Pistons have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Harris outside. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Thompson outside. The Pistons need to get one up quick. The three. And it's Cunningham missing. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for Washington. 8-point game. 2 points. That one goes.
Huge shot from Kyle Kuzma. This guy is never shy.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Kuzma.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass.
32 seconds left to play in the fourth. Thompson, a screen on Kuzma. Harris passes to Cunningham. On the wing, Thompson. Koulibaly defending. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
Poole shot is off. So it's Detroit picking up the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaForge.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get... Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. And for the Wizards, they've got Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Coulibaly. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Poole in at the point. Now that the new season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
And the Wizards with possession. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Now Thomas. Jonas Valanciunas missing from long range. Schroeder outside. Pass to Thomas. Schroeder setting the pick for Thomas. And that one drops for him.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Poole against Schroeder. Outside to Brogdon. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Washington. Johnson outside. Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Johnson with a screen on Poole. Thomas gets the bucket.
Thomas does need a lot of space in this situation. He is so good at breaking defenses down.
Schroeder against Poole. A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Stolen. And here we go. Washington fast break. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. Johnson with a screen on Poole. Thomas, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
The first quarter, 2 minutes.
Kuzma against Schroeder. Pass to Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Brooklyn trailing. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Rebound, Washington. Here's Kuzma. He gets it in there.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, here's Thomas. He has 5. And the layup falls. Thomas got 7 points in the game.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's Poole. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Ooh, going to that hole with confidence. Poole converts that contact bucket.
Outside Thomas. Picked by Finney-Smith. Poole with the steal. Brogdon outside. There he buries it from three-point range. Brogdon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nobody near Schroeder trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Poole against Schroeder. 4 seconds left. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. And Washington again with the bucket.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Johnson for three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Washington Wizards in control. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Setting the floor for the Nets. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in at the three spot. Valanciunas, good.
So skilled at the five. Valanciunas helps space the court, knocks down the mid-range, Jay, more often than not, and also a terror on the offensive glass.
Valanciunas against Claxton. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Wizards leading by 9. Here's Kuzma. Thomas against Poole. It's Brogdon on the wing. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Oh, it doesn't get much easier than that. Poole padding those assist numbers.
So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Grizzlies. The drive by Schroeder. Johnson outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And that one drops. And the Wizards lead by 8.
You gotta keep moving when you're inside like that. Poole with the textbook move.
Thomas finds Johnson. Back to Thomas. Nets passing it around. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
It's Thomas outside. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Wizards leading by 8. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Shot by Johnson, no good. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. 1:44 left to play here in the half. Here's Koulibaly. score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. Milton, wide open, he fires. There's 1:17 left in the first half of basketball.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now, here's Poole. 9-point game his last outing. Now Simmons takes it inside, and Simmons slams it in.
That is what this team wants from Simmons, aggression.
Poole against Milton, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
And Simmons slams it in.
Unloaded 6'10". Ben Simmons moves around like a guard, and let's just say this. I'm happy I don't have to guard him.
Well, Ben Simmons is a multiple-time All-Star, but Richard, it's been years since he has played at that level. We know about the injury history.
And I wish Ben nothing but the best. I'm rooting for him, but it's hard to talk about someone who doesn't consistently play the game, and the injuries have taken Ben out of that position.
Nets trail by 8.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Here's Poole. Lets the 3 fly. And no good that time. No good on the shot. And so it's the Washington Wizards in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Out in Boston, the Celtics with the lead against the Pistons. Up big in that one, still in the second quarter.
This is a one.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Wizards.
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving.
And that's a halftime.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. The Nets shooting poorly, just 35% so far. They've got Corey Kispert. Marvin Bagley is out there with Gill. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Carrington in a point. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Pass to Watford. Just 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And Bogdanovic is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
Here's Carrington. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Carrington's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Milton kicks to Bogdanovic. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Carrington. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And it's a 10-point Washington lead. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And that one is stuffed right through.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Now here's Bey, covered by Watford. Pass to Carrington. Just 3 to shoot. Bagley takes a big high bounce and goes in. Bagley's got his first basket of the night.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
A shot by Milton, no good. Wizards leading by 10. In the corner, Bay with it. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Milton. Outside, Bagley. Pass to Bay. The second effort. The rebound by Watford. Nets trail by 10. Milton with it, and it's Bay picking him up. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Milton against Bay. The shot's good from Milton. Milton's got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Carrington, defended by Milton. Back to Kisbert, shoots the 3. The rebound by Watford. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard, and you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
Shot clock at 2. Out of hand on it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Nets trail by 8. Here's Milton. Makes it off the glass.
Jake Milton.
Milton's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Bay. Here's Carrington. 5 points in the game with the drive. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Nets. And here's Bogdanovich. Milton kicks to Bogdanovich. 51 seconds left in the third. A reverse. And he lays it up and in. And now it's just a 4-point Wizards lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
To the paint. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the strength on display there? Even when you whack Bagley, he's outstanding at fighting through it.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. That's good from Bagley. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And again, it's Brooklyn converted. Here's Koulibaly. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time.
And so it's Washington in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Wizards leading by 8. So for Brooklyn now, the guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the center, rocking down the middle.
He can explode to the hoop. Brogdon, he can change speeds in a hurry.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The Wizard shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Brogdon against Thomas. Back to Brogdon. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Here's Schroeder outside for Thomas. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Clock at 6. On the wing, Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Wizards leading by 10. Pass to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Finney Smith passes to Claxton. Schroeder kicks to Thomas. To Schroeder for the 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Brogdon, here we go. Count the basket. Brogdon's got the lead up to 14 now for Washington.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Poole. It's Brogdon on the wing. Thomas covering. Snatched away. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Johnson outside. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Gets on Jonas Valanciunas.
Really seems like everyone in the league can elevate these days. And Johnson, well, he's no exception.
Wizards leading by 11. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. Misses the 3. Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's Schroeder missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Valanciunas. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. And the Wizards lead by 13.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter.
Schroeder score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Kuzma against Thomas. Kuzma passes to Brogdon. Here's Valanciunas over Claxton. No good from Valanciunas.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Schroeder with a screen on Kuzma. Finney Smith can't get it to go. Wizards leading by 11. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We've got 1:13 left in the game. On the wing, Coulibaly.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Wizards.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jordan Poole.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again. And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Too open that time, made it look too easy. Here's Poole. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's the Wizards with the win. Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm
And welcome to 2K Sports for a well. Both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Schroeder and Thomas make up the backcourt. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. And Claxton throws it down.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also a factor.
And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Schroeder with it. Thomas, a screen on Hardaway. Thomas outside. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Detroit.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Harris, the shot is good.
Well, early in his career, defenses challenged Tobias Harris to take this shot. Now they don't want him to, for good reason.
And at 6'10", Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
He's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way, an electric player when he takes advantage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Johnson for 3. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist.
It's what makes Johnson so difficult to guard. He's got that quick trigger.
Duren with a screen on Schroeder. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Harris. And it's in there. Harris has got the second bucket on the night.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Finney-Smith's shot is off. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Harris outside. Pass to Duren. And here's Hardaway. Duren with a screen on Thomas. The 3, Hardaway. They get it back. Cunningham on the wing.
2 minutes remaining.
Takes the three. Drops in the three. Cunningham's got 5.
Well, Cade asking the defense to come out. You got to respect his ability to shoot it from the three-point line.
Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brent, it needs to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's part of it, DA. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years, and that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves, and by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents. And Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
Hardaway against Schroeder. And here's Thomas from the arc. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one. Harris passes to Cunningham. Hardaway with it, covered by Schroeder. Pass to Duren. Thomas with a steal. Inside. Here's Finney-Smith. Thomas against Harris. Thomas passes to Johnson. Bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Harris, a screen on Thomas. Harris outside. There's 21 seconds left now in the first quarter. This one for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Thomas. Three-pointer. No good on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Just 3 to shoot. Hardaway from outside. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. 3-point lead. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. That'll be the 2nd of 2 games on the road. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on. The defensive side of the ball, right?"
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Number 5 is Jalen Duren.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Schroeder with it. Now Thompson defending. Johnson passes to Schroeder. Thomas up top. The Nets need to get off a shot here. It's tipped.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Pistons trail by 3. Well, Brent, the 23-24 Pistons tied an NBA record by losing 23 straight. One bright spot, however, was Jalen Duren.
Well, the bright spot, BA, would be that you wouldn't mention that again. So let's just forget about that and put it behind us. But Jalen Duren did have some moments. He averaged a double-double that season at just 20 years of age. So Sky is still the limit for this young, big, physical player.
Here's Schroeder following the score by Detroit. Thomas outside. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Claxton. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Harris's shot is good.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Now here's Thomas. He has 6. Now here's Schroeder. Soft touch off the glass. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
First team foul.
Thomas against Hardaway. Cunningham passes to Harris.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
He was all alone on that one. And the Nets lead by 3.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now here's Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Johnson inside, defended by Thompson. And here's Schroeder outside. Hardaway grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 6. And there's the drive. Got a hand on it.
Always good to see that kind of activity from Duren on defense.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
32 seconds left in the first half. Thomas finds Schroeder.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Hardaway, the pass to Harris. 15 seconds left in the half. Over Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Harris outside. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Detroit on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
At times it seems like he just can't miss. I mean, he is rolling offensively and bringing his team back.
And now let's... And that's it for halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you look at Tobias Harris in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, Shake Milton out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. Then it's Trendon Watford, then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Clowney in at center. Now here's Sasser. Pass to Beasley. And there's the screen. And he drives in. Stewart, left side. And stolen by Simmons. Watford up top. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Watford the pass to Bogdanovich. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Now here's Sasser. 4-3. On target from range. And the Pistons lead by 1. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Milton surveys the floor. Pass to Bogdanovich. Watford outside. That one goes. Count it.
Good decision there by Bogdanovich. Solid at noticing when the defenses overcommit.
Beasley with a screen on Milton. Sasser outside. Driving in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. And it's Detroit with the ball. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Fontecchio outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Last season was tough for the Pistons, Brent, setting an NBA record by losing 28 games in a row.
BA, I'm a glass half full guy. I'm going to go on the bright side. Look at their core. It's led by Cade Cunningham. This guy is ultra talented. He's still in his early 20s. They have a lot of young talent on the roster. They're going to be better, and they play way better in the second half of the year. So how's that for some positivity?
Here's Sasser following the bucket by Brooklyn. Over to the left wing. Pass to Clinton. Fontecchio with the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
It's Beasley on the wing.
Beasley, a capable guard at creating a lot of different offense.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Brent, almost your ideal shooting guard. Malik Beasley doesn't try to do too much.
The biggest thing, BA, is the turnover percentage that he's led the league in. Malik Beasley just simply doesn't give up the ball. He makes good, steady decisions, shoots the ball at a high clip. So that kind of reliability, that's what he's paid for.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Out to the right wing. Here's Klintman. He drops it from range. Klintman's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Milton. Watford with a screen. A nice shot by Milton. Milton's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Personal foul.
The first free throw is good. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
In transition, here they come. And a two-handed jam.
for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Pass to Clowney. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Marcus Sasser. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw tonight. The Pistons have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And he's going for the lob, and finished off by Stewart.
I wonder, Stewart, with that wingspan, just where you can throw lobs for him to still throw it down.
Now here's Simmons. He's closely guarded. Pass to Milton. Here's Watford. With 2 seconds left. And he throws it down with one hand.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. It's still anybody. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Marcus Sasser. He's out there with Malik Beasley. Isaiah Stewart out there with Simone Fontecchio. And it's Klintman in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that can have a big impact.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this was slow.
The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Wrong, he'll back him up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Cunningham. Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
You got to have poise and you got to have body control, and Cunningham displayed both on that play.
Thomas against Cunningham. Out to Schroeder. The 3 is up. Thompson pulls it in. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Claxton. Outside Johnson. Shoots over Duran. Claxton finds Schroeder. Into the lane. 5 on the clock. Schroeder, a screen on Cunningham. From deep, Johnson. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Thompson. Pass to Harris. And stolen by Claxton. All by himself. Up ahead. Over Harris. And they get it back. Johnson passes to Schroeder. Fires the 3. Nice shot by Finney-Smith. And the Nets lead by 2.
Well, we've seen Schroeder stepping up more as a distributor, leading this ball club now.
Thompson, a screen on Schroeder. Throws it up high. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Now here's Thomas. Outside Johnson. Pass to Finney-Smith. rebound by Detroit. Duran's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Now it's a 3-point Pistons lead.
Hardaway Jr. just stepping up big time.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Thomas, left side. Johnson a screen on Cunningham. The kick out to Johnson. And he makes it on the layup.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Now here's Hardaway. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Harris outside. The 3, Hardaway. Another 3 for Detroit.
And Hardaway Jr. is used to being in these spots. He doesn't back down from taking important moments.
And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And we've got 1:18 left in the 4th. Hardaway with a screen on Schroeder. Here's Cunningham. Misses the layup. Nets trail by 4. Here's Schroeder. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Man, time winding down. It's always fun to see a player like Schroeder take it upon himself to come up with a clutch basket.
Cunningham passes to Hardaway. Duran with a screen on Thomas. Hardaway on the wing. Thomas defends. Cunningham outside. There's the 3. Claxton with a rebound.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Cunningham passes to Duran. And stolen by Claxton. Thomas against Cunningham. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
Second personal foul. Team second.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he does get the second one. And that'll put him up 2. Now Cunningham. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure
Night of the NBA. So look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Brogdon. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Koulibaly in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Pistons, inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. Cade Cunningham out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Hey, Coach, it's NBA opening night, one of the best dates on the calendar. I know you're as excited as I am.
I sure am. Finally, Kevin, we get some games that count. We've been waiting months for tonight, and I love how at this point, everybody has playoff aspirations.
A lot of optimism, isn't there, Coach?
There sure is. This is the best day of the year.
Now here is Hardaway. They're in high post. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Back to Duran. Got a piece of it.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy. Wasn't letting that shot get off.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Give yourself a big round of applause.
Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Break 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. The offensive rebound. Pass to Hardaway. 6 to shoot from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
For Detroit, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Cunningham for 3. Washington with the rebound.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
Here's Koulibaly. And again, Washington no good. Detroit's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Cunningham finds Hardaway. Cunningham inside. Guarded by Kuzma. Out to Thompson. Outside Hardaway. On the wing, Harris. Drills the three-pointer.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
A drive by Poole. And that one is off. Good D by Thompson. Detroit's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Harris passes to Duran. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
Wizards trail by 3. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggle. He's got everything you could want in a team leader. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. No good from Valanciunas. Pistons leading by 4. Outside Hardaway. Thompson outside. Back to Hardaway. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Oh, excellent preparation from Hardaway Jr. primed to attack.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Fires the three. That shot missing.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Pass to Cunningham. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. Shot's good by Duran.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. They trail by 9 points. Last time they met was in Washington.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Here's Valanciunas, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Detroit. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Koulibaly. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Poole in at the 1. Here's Brogdon. Sinks that one from the post. Brogdon's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Cunningham against Poole. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Now, here's Poole. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Hardaway sets a screen for Harris. Launches it. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Wizards trail by 8. To the inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Strong finish by Valanciunas. He likes exerting his will close to the rim.
The Pistons shooting 43% from the field. Cunningham with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Harris misses. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Inside, Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Here's Poole after the basket by Detroit. Outside to Brogdon. Back to Poole. Here's Koulibaly, covered by Cunningham. Koulibaly, no good. Pistons lead by 6. Hardaway for 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Wizards have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Poole. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Now, here's Kuzma. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. And Kuzma slams it in.
And I like that Kuzma can go off 1 or 2 feet. It really allows him to attack the rim with ease.
Now, here's Cunningham. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. Thompson outside. He takes it. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
The craftiness on his finish helped Thompson grab the whistle on that play.
And you look at Asar Thompson, coach, already imposing at the defensive end of the floor.
He certainly is, Kevin. And that's what they got him to do. But it's the offensive end where he has to make strides, especially in his three-point shooting. It's problematic for a perimeter player who struggles to get the ball in the basket.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Brogdon just so good at using his body there to shield off the defender. Often, that's going to result in a trip to the line.
Coach, on top of being an impactful player, Malcolm Brogdon has always been the consummate pro.
He sure has, Kevin. He fits in seamlessly wherever he goes. Works hard, puts the team first, and is willing to accept whatever role is given to him.
Hardaway for 3.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Valanciunas, good.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Harris a screen on Poole. Cunningham dishes it to Hardaway. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Poole. To the left side wing. Here's Kuzma. Drives to the hoop. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kuzma's got the lead up to 2 now for the Wizards. Now Hardaway. Will it go? Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hardaway has got 4 points this quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Valanciunas. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
23.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken. And during that first half, thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem.
They've got Marcus Sasser, also Malik Beasley out there. Isaiah Stewart out there with Fontecchio. And it's Clintman in at the 4. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Here's Carrington. Here's Gill. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Wizards second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Back to Bay. Pass to Kispert. 4 on the clock. Here he goes. Detroit with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Stewart. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's all about strength for Stewart. For him to be able to get the ball in the hoop while absorbing the foul.
And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Now here's Beasley, still without a basket. Pass to Fontecchio. Right wing. Here's Sasser. Can't get it to fall. Wizards trail by 3. Left side, Bagley. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Yes, that goes in.
That's the kind of toughness Bagley needs to show on every possession. Shake off the contact and finish through.
Fontecchio. Pass to Sasser. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Sasser's got 5 points so far.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Over to the left wing. Here's Carrington. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Stan, you just said this. One thing about Fontecchio, he can flat out score the ball. Wow.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really a consistent shooter, but he can score in other ways as well. You'd like to see him get to the free throw line more, but that might just be a little nitpick.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Beasley, the pass to Fontecchio. Stewart with the screen on Bay.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Sasser. Clock is at 3. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
Wizards trail by 4. Here's Carrington. No scoring in this one. Bagley, no good. Pass to Sasser. Beasley outside. Here's Quintman, defended by Bagley. Throws it up high. It's stolen. And here we go. Washington fast break. And the basket is good. Hill's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Fontecchio. Finished off by Fontecchio.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Bay. Pass to Bagley. 6 on the shot clock. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Bay.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Beasley outside.
Wizards foul. Harrington. Second personal foul. Team 4.
30 seconds left to play in the third. Beasley with a screen on Bay. Shot clock at 6. Driving to the basket. Sasser can't hit.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Pass to Kispert. Here's Carrington. Got it off in time. No good on that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons lead. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Jonas Valanciunas, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Coulibaly in at the small forward. So it's Washington now after the basket by Detroit. No good from Valanciunas.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Here's Kuzma. It's hauled in by Harris.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. In the corner, it's Duran. Out to Hardaway. It's Brogdon on the wing. The Wizards with another miss.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Thompson dishes to Harris. Thompson sets the pick for Harris. Out to Hardaway. A three-pointer, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And Kuzma with the basket on the assist from Brogdon. Kuzma's got it all tied up now for the Wizards. Hardaway sets a screen for Cunningham. Shoots over Poole. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Wizards have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. They now take the lead. Kuzma's got the lead up to 2 now for Washington.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Out to Harris. The three. Washington with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Coulibaly. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Making the right pass is the first thing on Poole's mind. He wants to be the floor general.
They get the rebound. Washington leading now by 4. Here's Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And here's Harris from the arc. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got 5 rebounds tonight. Valanciunas in the high post. Back to Coulibaly.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. The defense that time from Duran. Here's Harris. Good, nice job down low.
Time and time again, Harris stepping up with plays to help his team. That guy is a gamer.
Now, here's Brogdon. Back to Poole. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Coulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Cunningham. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Harris outside. Cunningham sets a screen for Harris. 3-pointer. The Pistons working the ball around now. Out to Thompson. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Thompson, a screen on Kuzma. With 3, Harris. Harris missing again. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. The shot's good.
Valanciunas not afraid to get his close to the basket.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Poole, the pass to Valanciunas. Coulibaly finds Valanciunas.
I think Duran was in the shooter's head. Did a nice job with that contest.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. From deep. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon.
Blocking foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. Third personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
For the Wizards.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Off the inbound, out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
Tobias Harris with the assist.
And so they foul intentionally.
Pistons foul. Tim Hardaway Jr. Fourth personal foul.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
Tobias Harris with the assist.
And so Washington takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So now for Greg Anthony.
Valanciunas. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Coulibaly in at the small forward position. And for the Nets, Schroeder and Thomas make up the backcourt. Cameron Johnson out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
Every team in search of players with the skill set. Dorian Finney-Smith, the prototypical 3. And yes, he can D as well.
Now here's Poole. Takes it inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Schroeder with it. Coulibaly defending. Johnson finds Thomas. Back to Johnson. Rebounded by Brogdon.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And yep, it's good.
But Jordan Poole understands angles and English, the ability to twist a ball through the rim if need be.
And if you're a longtime Washington Wizards fan, you have to be pining for the glory days, Doris.
And think how far back those glory days were, the 1970s. Back then they made 4 finals and won 1 championship. But since that point, BA, they haven't even made a conference finals. And yet again, they are in a rebuild. Incredible.
Schroeder against Brogdon. Outside Schroeder. Thomas outside. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez.
I talked with him about how he's approaching matching up with Jordan Poole tonight, and he said to make sure we don't lose him on defense, we have to talk and we have to know where he is. He expects his team to be very active and talkative here tonight. Guys?
Allie, thank you. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Poole, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Poole. 5 to shoot. Pass to Coulibaly. The 3 is up.
Just outstanding defense from Cameron Johnson. He's got size and athleticism. He alters the shot there.
Out to Schroeder. Back to Thomas. Claxton with it. Coulibaly defending. Claxton down low. Tries again. Some solid defense from Coulibaly. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Poole finds Valanciunas. Brooklyn pulls it in. Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
And it's Washington with the ball. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Pass to Valanciunas. Count the basket. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Outside Schroeder. And here's Johnson. Back to Schroeder. Going inside. Fires the 3. Thomas outside. Pass to Claxton. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Schroeder. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Malcolm Brogdon, and this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good. Schroeder. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 5. Outside Johnson. Thomas, a screen on Brogdon. Thomas outside for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Thomas has got 5 now.
Well, the absolute response from 3 by Cam Thomas.
Here's Poole. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets out in front, up by. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. Jordan Poole out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Coulibaly in at the 3. And that one's good. Coulibaly.
Well, that's a pretty pass by Jordan Poole. He is better when he's making his teammates better.
Schroeder into the lane. And the shot goes in. Schroeder's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Poole with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Poole, the pass to Brogdon. Claxton with the block.
My goodness, how quick off his feet is Nick Claxton?
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Lets a floater go. Offensive rebound. Here's Valanciunas. The kick out to Poole. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Kuzma, that's good.
Yeah, you know that Kyle Kuzma has 3-point range, boy, and he's got the green light.
Well, Doris, you covered him. Jordan Poole was electric in the 2022 NBA Finals.
Well, B.A., there's no doubt they do not win the title without Jordan Poole and the lift he gave them at various points in that finals run. This guy is electric on the offensive end when his game is working.
Brogdon with a bucket.
Well, you love to see Malcolm Brogdon take advantage of that frame, capitalizing in close.
On the attack, Schroeder. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. Washington trailing. Here's Poole. The shot misses. Good D by Finney-Smith. Up top, Johnson. Coulibaly defending. Johnson passes to Finney-Smith. Off target from outside.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one we'd like to have back.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Ryan, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Finney-Smith, a screen. Schroeder with it. And it's Kuzma picking him up. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
Pass to Coulibaly.
2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Schroeder against Poole. And that one's good. Coulibaly. Coulibaly's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Outside Johnson. Thomas, a screen on Brogdon. It's Thomas on the wing. Sinks the tray. Thomas has got 12 points in the game. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
The kick out to Johnson. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Claxton. Shoots over Valanciunas. Claxton can't get it to go.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
It's Poole on the wing. He's got 9. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. So many ups and downs in his career, Doris. You forget how young Jordan Poole is.
Well, think about opposite ends of the spectrum early on in his career. He goes down to the G League and then won a title all in a span of under 24 months. To me, he's still figuring out what works best for him, but the skill is undeniable.
Outside Schroeder. Pass to Johnson. Thomas, a screen on Brogdon. Johnson with a bucket. And the Nets lead by 4.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Kuzma, the pass to Brogdon. Rejected by Claxton. Outside Schroeder. Thomas outside, puts up a 3. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Cam Thomas getting it done for Brooklyn. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
Fans, please direct your attention to
We expect them to come out and play well. They put on their work clothes. They're taking care of things. That's what good teams do.
Now let's take a moment. Thanks for tuning in.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Ben Simmons is out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then there's Shake Milton. And it's Clowney in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Here's Carrington, down low. And now the Nets on the break. Here's Bogdanovic. And then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
Well, you love to see Bojan Bogdanovic get out and run, get ahead of the defense and score. That is nice.
Here's Carrington. Off the mark there with a 3.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Milton. And the layup is good.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And here's the fast break. Here's Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. The Wizards in second.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Here's Carrington to the middle. Looking to end the run. Bagley, no good. Brooklyn leading by 15. Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden doors.
Well, BA, consider in that trade, they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
Bay against Milton. Bay, good. Bay's got his first 2 points.
And such a gritty player. I like how Bay pays the D no mind on the way up.
Bogdanovich passes to Watford. Back to Bogdanovich. Knocks it down from distance. And the Nets lead by 16.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Bagley, a screen on Milton. Jacks up a 3. They get it again. Bagley passes to Kispert. Buries it from 3. Kispert's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Outside Milton. Picked by Bogdanovich. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Wing shot on the way, and the Nets tack on 2 more.
I just love the ball movement.
The Wizards trail by 15. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Pass to Carrington. Oh, got a piece of it. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Yep, that one's good. Carrington's gotten his first basket of the night.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
1:05 left to play in the third quarter. Simmons, the pass to Watford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Simmons. The jump hook. Gill grabs the board. Wizards trail by 13. Pass to Kispert. Launches a 3. And Watford pulls it down. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Bogdanovich with it. 30 seconds left in the third. Watford outside. The kick out to Milton. The 3-ball. Brooklyn, no good that time either. For Washington, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. They get it back. Bagley. And here's Kispert from the arc. Good D by Bogdanovich. To the inside. Good D by Bay. And so it's Brooklyn in command with a 13-point lead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. Passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for Washington, we've got Jonas Valanciunas, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Kuzma in at the 4. Outside Finney-Smith. Launches it.
They're not shooting threes as well as they did in the first half.
Out to Schroeder. Out to the wing. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Nets lead by 15.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
one thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Thomas passes to Schroeder. Finney Smith, a screen. The three. And Schroeder with the three. Schroeder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display. I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible. I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Pass to Valanciunas. Outside Coulibaly. Now Valanciunas. Washington again can't hit. Outside Schroeder. Offline with a three. The Wizards trail by 18. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
When your teammate makes a steal, your first thought is, I'm sprinting the floor. Kyle Kuzma does just that.
Pass to Schroeder. Three-pointer. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
To the wing, right side. Right side, Brogdon. On the tape, and Brogdon with the stuff.
Well, Brogdon showing a little verticality. How about that finish?
Outside Schroeder. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Washington. Valanciunas has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brogdon. Brooklyn pulls it in. 1:53 left in the fourth. Now here's Schroeder. Coulibaly defending. Johnson with it. A deep three. Rebounded by Kuzma.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Nets.
Their shot blocking was a huge advantage in this game.
Yeah, I love the excellent defense in the paint. It led to a lot of key stops.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
Thomas outside. Here's the three. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Out to the right wing. Brogdon from outside. And again, it's Washington with a three. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Team seconds.
30 seconds left in the final quarter. Thomas against Poole. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Washington.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Jordan Poole, 3.
So we see the Nets get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true.
2K Sports presents Thursday night at the NBA. Tonight, it'll be the Richard, this place is absolutely buzzing with anticipation. Each team with their first game of the season here tonight.
The key now is making sure your season starts with a win. That first dub is a catalyst to the start of your season. Helps you find a rhythm very early.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Duran in at the center, filling out the middle.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Johnson sets the screen for Schroeder. Traps in the tray.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And Thompson kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Duran. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Hardaway. It's up a 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Schroeder outside. Takes a 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. He talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The result speaks for themselves.
Harris dishes to Hardaway. Back to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Cunningham. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Thomas with the ball, picked up by Harris. Johnson gets the bucket.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
Thompson is double, and it's Hardaway atop the key. And here we go, Brooklyn fast break. Here's Claxton. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Cunningham outside. Cunningham, a screen on Thomas. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Schroeder, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Here's Schroeder. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Schroeder's got 5 now.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
To the inside. Here's Durant. Brooklyn with the rebound. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Expect to see them being much more careful tonight because of that. Maybe being a little less aggressive.
Pistons trail by 3. Cunningham up top. He's guarded by Schroeder, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Thomas against Cunningham. Thomas kicks to Finney Smith. Over Cunningham. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
29 seconds left in the first. Here's Finney Smith. Covered by Cunningham. Pass to Schroeder. Claxton sets the screen for Schroeder. And Claxton throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Cunningham outside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nets lead by... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Nets?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, "I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win." Kevin?
Yeah, DA, you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Schroeder against Hardaway. Schroeder outside. Johnson outside. Up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Harris a screen on Thomas. Hardaway with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark. Nets leading by 7. Over to the left wing. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound, Nets. Outside Thomas. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Johnson for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets. And here's Thompson on the wing. Hardaway trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Thomas. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Thomas is electric. He always makes things happen when he's on the floor.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
And it's good, 2 points. Hardaway has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
Thomas sets a screen for Schroeder. The 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Hardaway passes to Harris. Thompson a screen on Claxton. Such a wide open look. Harris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pistons. Schroeder with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Schroeder kicks to Johnson. 56 seconds left in the second quarter. And the Nets miss again. Pistons trail by 7. Thompson dishes to Hardaway. Duran with the screen on Johnson. Hardaway for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hardaway against Schroeder. Back to Finney-Smith. 4 on the clock and stolen by Harris.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Hardaway from outside. They grab their own miss. They kick out to Cunningham. Over Thomas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll return shortly.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Nets.
Well, one stat in their favor.
And that about wraps.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
On the court for the Pistons, sliding in at the wing spot, it's Ivy and Hardaway Jr. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this
After the review,
Please understand your review.
tell what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Nets leading by 9. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Six on the shot clock. This one for 3. Rebound, Detroit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Sasser. Pass to Clinton. Here's Sasser, defended by Milton. Trains the three-pointer.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Bogdanovich sets the pick for Milton. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Milton. Over Ivy. Pass to Clowney. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer. And the Nets lead by 9.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Ivy finds Stewart, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Stewart's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Watford with it. The 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trail by 7. Ivy passes to Hardaway. Ivy against Milton. Stewart a screen. Ivy, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Milton wide open. He fires. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Hardaway kicks to Stewart. Here's Sasser. Off target with his 3. Nets leading by 7. Bogdanovich wide open. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Brooklyn. Here's Sasser. A rebound by the Nets.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
Here's Bogdanovich, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets. And Simmons kicks to Milton. Out to the wing. Here's Watford. A three-pointer off the mark. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Clinton. Can't hit from in close.
Ooh, that's clearly something he's going to have to work on. You have to convert on those easy opportunities around the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Detroit making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Nets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pistons trail by 15. Beasley finds Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Milton against Ivy. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Back to Stewart. Pistons passing it around. Pass to Ivy. Simmons pulls it in.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 10 points in just the second half.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Simmons slams it in.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
Beasley dishes to Ivy. And there it is for him. Ivy's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And that's an intentional foul. The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. 1 second left. That shot misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pass to Harris. For the three. They get it back. The kick out to Cunningham. Five on the clock, and here is Harris. Over Finney-Smith. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket coming off a...
To Duran. The kick out to Cunningham. On the wing, Harris. Finney-Smith defending.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Thomas outside. Thompson with the rebound. Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Harris looking it over. Back to Thompson. The kick out to Cunningham. Fires for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And I love how Cunningham dictates the pace. You can't speed this guy up. He forces you to play at his speed.
Thomas passes to Johnson. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
It's the Nets now. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Claxton the pass to Finney Smith. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Back to Harris. There's the triple. Second chance shot, and the basket is good.
And he's always been a mid-range specialist. Harris has a great sense of when to take those pull-ups.
Now Schroeder. Pass to Johnson. From deep three-point land. Detroit with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Harris inside the line. Harris missing again. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. 22 is their biggest lead. Deflects the pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. .132 left in the fourth quarter. Schroeder gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Look, as his career has gone on, the vision, let's say it's improved for Harris.
Schroeder against Hardaway. Schroeder passes to Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Harris with it. Picked up by Claxton. Harris against Claxton. The kick out to Cunningham. Spins. Back to Harris. 6 to shoot. Let's go. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they